Hello everyone, I'm Julia Donaldson and today's story is a brand new one. It's called Counting Creatures and it's got tremendous pictures by Sharon King-Chai. You may remember that Sharon illustrated another book, this one, Alphabet, which is all about animals beginning with different letters of the alphabet. Well, Counting Creatures, instead of being about the alphabet, it's a number book, a counting book, and it's all about baby animals. So I thought instead of telling you the story myself, I'm going to hand you over to two of my grandchildren, Poppy and Felix.
This bat has one baby holding on tight as they fly through the night. Who has more babies than that? This sheep has two lambs. One of them eating, the other one bleating. Who has more babies than that? This leopard has three cubs, tottering, swaying, pouncing and playing. Who has more babies than that? This wild dog has four pups, nosing and nestling, writhing and wrestling. Who has more babies than that? This owl has five owlets, waiting for tea. What will it be? Who has more babies than that? This fox has six cubs, frolicking, frisking, bushy tails whisking. Who has more babies than that? This Arctic hare has seven leverets, running and jumping, little legs thumping. Who has more babies than that? This mouse has eight baby mice, pattering, pawing, nibbling and gnawing. Who has more babies than that? This duck has nine ducklings, swimming and snacking, practicing quacking. Who has more babies than that? This pot-bellied pig has 10 piglets, romping, cavorting, squealing and snorting. Who has more babies than that? This turkey has 15 poults, some of them peeping, the other ones cheeping. Who has more babies than that? This butterfly has 20 caterpillars, munching away, getting fatter each day. Who has more babies than that? This frog has 25 tadpoles. Look at them wriggling, squiggling and wiggling. Who has more babies than that? This spider has lots of spiderlings. Take a good look, they're all over this book. How many babies is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13. Yeah. 14. 15.
Thank you, Poppy and Felix. I think I'm going to leave them counting all those little spiderlings which are hidden all over the book. The pictures are so fabulous, aren't they? My favourite one, I think, well, they're all so lovely, but I think my favourite one is probably the pot-bellied pig and all those little piglets. And I think I've seen a spiderling on that page. Can you see it dangling down from that flower? Well, I'm now going to hand over to Sharon because she is going to show you how to make your very own collage of the lovely autumn scene with the mouse. That's the mother mouse, and if you remember, lots of baby mice hidden behind these autumn leaves. So over to you, Sharon.
Thanks so much for that, Julia. That was absolutely wonderful. Hi everyone, my name's Sharon King-Chai and I'm the illustrator of Counting Creatures. I've been so inspired recently by the beautiful autumn leaves, I thought it would be really fun for us to make some art together. Would you like that? Let's go. To create our autumn scene, I've got a variety of leaves in different shapes and sizes. I think sort of the more varied it is, the more interesting and rich the scene will be. I've also got different coloured paper and paints, as well within the autumn palette, so reds, oranges, yellows and pinks. So to begin with, we pick up the leaf and select the side. I like the side with the veins sticking out. I find it really satisfying when you can kind of see the paint get captured on the edges of the veins. And so you paint the entire leaf and press it down, just pick it up. And just repeat. Great. So we're just going to give these a few minutes to dry, and now I'm going to show you another element we're going to add to our autumn scene. Now I think we'll make some baby mice, because I think they'll really enjoy a game of hide and seek in the autumn leaves. So to make the baby mice, just using a pencil, I'm just drawing a leaf shape here, and then just adding the tail of the mouse at the end. The tail is actually the hardest bit to cut out, so I'm actually going to do the tail, not have a tail on this one. And then using my black pen, I'm just going to draw the nose, eyes, and then just some ears, like so. And then cut it out. And there's our baby mice. Now that our leaves are dry, we cut them out. So taking a pair of scissors, I'm just going to follow the edge of the leaf and trying to keep the shape of it as well. And there we have our autumn leaves. Basically you can keep going until you have a whole pile of autumn leaves. I actually created some as well earlier, so we have quite a rich bank of leaves to choose from for our scene. Next we put it all together. Now comes the fun bit where we get to stick it all together. I've got some brown cardboard, it's like the back of a sketch pad, and it's quite thick, so I think I'll hold the weight of all the paper quite well. You can also use like a brown cardboard box just cut up perhaps. So to begin with, I sort of like lay things out just roughly. I think I generally put like sort of the big leaves down the bottom just because you get a nice base that way. So I'm just going to begin by gluing these down. And then I'm just going to layer it up with the different leaves. I find it's quite good to sort of play around with the composition a bit before you commit. And I quite like the idea of sort of alternating the colours, so you kind of have reds next to pinks and oranges next to other colours as well. So it kind of, you appreciate the different leaves. And then I'm going to hide my mouse without a tail because I was a bit too lazy to cut that one. Up there perhaps. So I think I'm happy with that, so I'm going to start gluing this layer down now. Great, so there we have it. Thank you so much for joining me. I really enjoyed making some art with you and hope to see you again soon. Bye!
Thanks so much, Sharon. I love getting a sneak peek about how my illustrators carry out their work. I do think Counting Creatures is such a beautiful book, and I hope you've all enjoyed listening to the story and seeing the artwork. Bye for now.